Somebody's asking about chiropractic care on Angel. As far as I'm concerned, there's really nothing realign, and she gets plenty of massages, and I would say that probably does feel good to her. She loves being rubbed and pampered. In terms of aligning something that is misaligned, it's not quite that the problem. The problem is that she's just too loose. Think about wet noodles, like spaghetti noodles for limbs. So the only thing that is going to get her better is to start using those gradually with some degree of protection. No, Lena, by the way, somebody's worrying about Lena never lays down. She does. And some horses do more than others. And I think it's a personal preference. Just remember one thing. God was wise enough to make horses that is called a reciprocal apparatus, and it has a locking mechanism on their limbs where they can lock those limbs up and completely fall asleep. If we do that, we'll fall to the ground as soon as you lose conscience. Horses can be completely dozing off and still be able to have their limbs locked standing position. So even though they may not lay down, they still rest. And mom has over the weeks and days, whenever she's been tired, she lays down a few times a day. Just happened that you probably has missed that, but she does. What percentage? Somebody's asking me what is the percentage of has to be normal. It's a really hard question to answer, and I think the only way to be fair to that question is to say time will tell. I've seen other premature / immature babies that they stay kind of on the runty side. That doesn't make them abnormal in my mind. They could be completely normal functioning horses on the small side. You know, little runty, kind of a peanut looking horse, but they could be rideable, they can do anything else. How small would she be? I still don't know. I think that she can prove everybody wrong and be a normal sized horse. Remember, the other half is an Arabian, really handsome Arabian stallion. They're not beefy, they're not big. So she may not be very tall, but the way she's developing her back muscles and her rear end, she might be a very athletic looking smaller horse, but I would probably consider that normal. I don't believe Angel is in pain. The reason why I say tentative because she knows that she doesn't have the strength of those front limbs, but she has the will and the spirits to back and play and rear, and she does little pirouettes and little stunts when she gets up and feels like playing. So I believe that a horse that is in pain usually don't feel very playful. So if I go by that, I think she's probably feeling okay. Are they out of the woods? It really depends. When people ask me out of the woods means for survival, everybody knock on wood when I say that, but I do think that they are sparing their lives out of the woods, surviving out of the woods. Just remember what happened with a lot of horses is that the condition alone doesn't kill a lot of our patients. It is the inability to live with the condition, or the inability to continue to treat the condition, or the complications of the condition. So some little problems may not be enough to kill a horse, but what spirals down at the end of that long tunnel may end up being enough reason to euthanize a horse or decided to quit treating the horse. But as far as I'm concerned, blood work and health status, they're doing really, really well. So out of the woods, I think in that respect, what is going to happen to her legs, to her knees, if you have a completely chronically crooked-legged horse, is that fair to continue to let them develop into a bigger problem and potentially a life of pain? Well, that's what I mean. That could change over time. As of now, I feel pretty optimistic, particularly for Sonny. I think he's doing incredibly well. Angel, health-wise, very well. I think I have concerns about her limbs, and we're going to keep staying on top of it and doing as much as we can. Yeah, Babies, horses are just like human babies. They're growing so fast. Somebody's asking if they need baby blankets. I couldn't say that they're gonna, freeze to death without the blanket. But if somebody has a couple of spare blankets that they want to send in our way, I think it's that we're wearing. But the weather is gonna start changing for us pretty quickly. It is unusually cold for the last part of April, but in eternal 70s, age pretty. I wouldn't be too concerned. It's nice for you guys to be thinking and worrying about it, but I think we're doing okay in those respects. And the last question, I believe, as far as I know, these babies are going to be living close by our clinic permanently, just because the ownership, and I think I probably will have the opportunity to follow them up and hopefully be the regular veterinarian as they mature and grow older. So that's actually kind of nice. I'm happy that I'm gonna be able to be involved and stay involved in their lives. So one more time, thank you very much for your interest and support and following us. And I will give you guys a quick update fairly soon, I hope. Everybody have a good day.